Hi, and welcome to High School Sports Zone. I'm Kimberly Johnson, filling in for Mackenzie Gray. This week, we're at the Terry Fox Athletic Facility for the city's track and field championships, and we're going to start off our coverage at the distance hurdles. In the midget girls 300-meter hurdles, it was South Carleton's Lauren Gale setting a new record in a time of 44.76 seconds.
It was good. The wind was harder because it was going against us most of the time, but yeah, it was good, yep.
In the junior girls hurdles, Sadie and Hines Blackstock from Longfield Davidson Heights took the top spot.
I felt like I had to really push on the last two because you have to push extra hard because of the wind. So like the last two hurdles were really hard to go over.
Earl of March's Haley McKechnie finished first in the senior girls 400-meter hurdles with a time of 1:05.07.
Yeah, I knew the wind was going to be an issue. I mean, it definitely messes up your hurdle timing a little. So I had to switch legs quite a bit, which is something I'm not quite used to, so that definitely slowed me down.
The midget boys 300-meter hurdles champion is Cole Dumali from Colonel By, who edged out Ashbury's Hugh Graham.
I felt it went well, better than last time. This time I actually got all my jumps pretty good versus last time where I was real tired at the end. So, very successful race.
It was Ryan Salvino from Glebe who crossed the line first in the junior boys hurdles in 41.46 seconds.
I felt it went really well. I've been working on my hurdles and my trailing's gotten a lot better. And yeah, just came a little late, but my warm-up was good and just finished the race.
In the senior boys 400-meter hurdles, Andy Bowie from Hillcrest won by almost 2.5 seconds.
It's pretty intense. It's like for the first 300 meters, I just kind of like jogged between the hurdles, and at the last 100 meters, I tried running it harder than I usually would, so I get a higher, better lead.
Moving to the girls' 1,500-meter steeplechase, KIANA Gibson from Maryville conquered the water hazards and hurdles to finish first.
It felt pretty good. It's my first time running steeplechase this year, so it's a bit tricky with the water jump and stuff, but I'm really enjoying it.
In the boys' 2,000-meter steeplechase, it was no surprise to see the defending champ, Glebe's FARAH ABDULKARIM, finish comfortably in first.
I'd say like 7 of my barriers were pretty bad. Like they were on my opposite leg, and I took like 3 of them. Water fits weren't too good. It was just really windy and cold. So I got 6:16. I'm pretty surprised with that.
It's time to take a look at some of the field events. Joining us now is Michael Hanifi. Michael, you're at the long jump pit. How's it looking over there?
It's looking pretty good, Kimberly. It is a little cold and windy with the weather conditions, and that may impact how the athletes jump today. Kai Fraser of Brookfield High School looks to be the favorite going into this one after posting a jump of 4.95 meters at the West Conference meet. Let's take a look at the top 5. Starting in 5th place, there was a 2-way tie with Emily SPRAGUE of Canterbury, who posted a jump of 4.63 meters. Lauren Tubrake of Longfields also posted a jump of 4.63 meters. In 4th was Leah Burchill of Bell High School, who jumped for 4.76 meters. 3rd went to Siobhan Roxbury of South Carleton. She jumped for 4.85 meters. Kai Fraser of Brookfield High School and the West Conference champion in the event this year finished in 2nd with a jump of 4.91 meters. But it was Olivia Eamon of Glebe who edged out the competition to take first with her jump of 4.98 meters.
It went really well, but at first it was a little bit rocky. I faulted my first jump, so it was a bit of a downfall. But then I picked it up, and it was really good.
Shifting over to the senior boys now, Kevin Joseph of De La Salle finished in 5th with a jump of 5.74 meters. 4th was Nathan Carter of St. Patrick, who jumped for 6.19 meters. 3rd went to David Mwatapanya of Sir Wilfrid, who jumped for 6.19 meters as well. 2nd in the event went to Evander Loney of Bell High School with his jump of 6.22 meters. And taking home first was Alex Zanga of Omer de Laurier, who just beat out Loney with his jump of 6.27 meters.
Oh, it was not bad. Just came, did my best. Well, I don't have like a plan or something. I just come and jump, so I do my best.
In the 3,000 meter race, one of the people to watch is SHONA McCULLOCH. Not only did she win last year's Midget Girls Championship, she also won gold at OFSA. Now before we find out how SHONA did, let's check out the Midget Girls 3,000 meter. Glebe's May Weston easily outran her competition to win the 3,000 meters by 17 seconds.
Well, it was actually really making me nervous the first like 2 or 3 laps. I could hear a girl, her breath and her footsteps like right behind me. And that made me really nervous because I thought I was going at a fast pace already. And then definitely the last 2 laps, because I was supposed to pick it up. That's like the biggest obstacle in that race.
In the midget boys 3,000 meters, Louis Riel's Jonathan Ryu easily came out on top, winning by 14 seconds.
I was getting tired at when there was like 3 laps left. You know, it's always the middle that's the hardest part. But yeah, I think I slowed down a bit, but and then last lap I just sped up again just to catch up.
As we mentioned off the top, in the junior girls 3,000 meters, it was SHONA McCULLOCH from Longfield's Davidson Heights who dominated the course.
Well, it was a great group of girls. We all went out pretty well, and it was a little windy coming down the stretch over there, but overall it was a pretty good run race. I feel good about that.
Franco Cité's Riley McCann didn't face a lot of stiff competition in winning the junior boys 3,000 meters.
Well, definitely the wind. It was really tough. Like, I felt like I was going backwards part of the time, and it's hard when like there's not really anyone to draft off of. So, yeah, I'm glad I finished it.
Although she was a bit off from last year's record-setting time, Glebe's Claire Smith still cruised to an easy victory in the senior girls 3,000 meters. The senior boys 3,000 meters had a very strong field, and it was Glebe's FARAH ABDULKARIM edging out teammate Alex BERNST.
Discus is a sport all about distance and technique. The objective is simple, to throw the disc the farthest. Let's take a look at some of the highlights, starting with the senior girls. In 5th was Kennedy Mason of Bell High School. She threw for 25.66 meters. Ottawa Tech's Mina Yakubi, who won the event last year, was 4th with her score of 26.89 meters. In 3rd was Delisha Dixon of Longfields, who checked in with her throw of 27.34 meters. 2nd went to Isabelle LAROCQUE of De La Salle, who threw for 27.62 meters. 1st place went to Tanya Coulter of Glebe, who beat out the competition by a wide margin, throwing for an impressive 33.39 meters.
It's very cold and it's kind of windy, so it wasn't optimal for throwing discus, but I'm happy with how it turned out.
Over to the senior boys side now. Ashbury's Jake Nesbitt would break into the top 5 with a best of 32.49 meters. Peter Nguyen of Immaculata took 4th with his throw of 34.08 meters. 3rd went to Benjamin Baudouin of Louis Riel with 34.29 meters. Julian Sierradzin of Immaculata finished 2nd with a throw of 34.44 meters. In a close finish for 1st, Mitchell Kutstra of John McCrae was victorious with his best of 34.81 meters.
It didn't go exactly as planned. I kind of wish I got more results I did last week, but still pretty good. I'm happy with my placement.
In the 800 meters, Erin Stenman-Fahy from Canterbury is one to watch. She's defending champion and also posted the fastest time by a wide margin. But before we get to the senior girls, let's check out the midget girls. Nina Whitford from Glebe was the first grade 9 to cross the finish line in the 800 meters, winning by almost 3 seconds.
The first lap, it was pretty hard, like it was tough, it was fast. And then the second lap I got kind of into my groove.
In the midget boys 800 meters, it was a very close finish that saw Franco Cité's Adrien Fournier emerge as the winner.
I think I did pretty well. I
started a bit behind, so like I had time to catch up to the people in front of me and kick at the end.
It was another strong showing from Glebe in the junior girls 800 meters as KEILI Shepard took the top spot in a time of 2:25.2. Franco West took the top 3 spots in the junior boys 800 meter event, with Michael Mather finishing first. Erin Stenman-Fahy from Canterbury defended her crown in the senior girls 800 meters, winning by 5.5 seconds.
The race is okay. It was super windy in the backstretch. I could literally feel it pulling me back when I was running. But I think I got it well, so I was going to focus more on running faster in that second lap.
In the closest finish on the track this year, Ashbury's Jack McMillan squeaked ahead of Louis Riel's Luckinson Adea by 1/100th of a second.
It was really windy out there, and I got a nice kick on the last straightaway, and I was able to pass a few people, and the wind actually helps you on the last bit, so I got a nice bit of momentum, and it was great. Good feeling. I barely won, so it was nice.
Similar to discus, shot put is all about strength. For the senior boys, Afram Jolak of Immaculata threw for an impressive 13.25 meters in the East Regionals. He was looking to repeat his success here. But first, the senior girls. Mina Kubi of Ottawa Tech broke into the top 5 in this event as well with her best throw of 8.96 meters. In fourth was Tanya Coulter of Glebe, who threw for 9.06 meters. De La Salle's Isabelle LAROCQUE made the podium again in this one with her third place finish with a throw of 9.13 meters. The race for the top 2 was close as Adenel Moussamboat of Beatrice Deloge finished with 9.58 meters. But just edging her out was Aupoint Corinne of St. Matthew, who launched a best of 9.68 meters.
It went pretty well. I still have some goals to reach, and I hope I can reach it next week.
The senior boys side was just as close. Rounding into 5th was Noah Goulet of John McCrae with a throw of 10.80 meters. 4th belonged to Ashbury College's Jake Nesbitt, who threw for 11.10 meters. Mitchell Kutstra of John McCrae saw the podium again, finishing 3rd with a throw of 11.87 meters. Afram Jolak of Immaculata would finish in 2nd with a throw of 13.23 meters. And by the slightest of margins, Benjamin Baudouin of Louis Riel was able to take over top spot with a rocket throw of 13.26 meters.
I had a really good throw starting off. I was kind of lucky. My PB coming into this was like 12.55 and threw a 13.26, so I was pretty happy. Afram's been getting me all year, so yeah, it's good.
It's time to take our first look at the sprint events with the 200 meters. It was the runners from the West that posted the best times at the conference meet. Now let's check out if that trend continues with the midget girls. Lauren Gale from South Carleton captured her 2nd gold medal on the track, winning the 200 meter in under 25 seconds. The midget boys 200 meters was a bit closer as Immaculata's Tyrese Johnson crossed the line first.
It felt good. I could see the guys coming out of my peripheral vision, and it only encouraged me more to keep on pushing and pushing. And a lot of thanks goes up to those guys for pushing me to my limit.
LDH's Sadie Ann Hines Blackstock added to her medal collection with another first place finish, this time in the junior girls 200 meters. It was a tight finish in the junior boys 200 meters as Amin Dwib from Louis Riel came out on top.
The competition was really strong. I mean, like almost the same time as me. So I felt like I could have lost. But after that, I overcome the race. And I can't believe I won in that first position.
The senior girls 200 meter event was won by John McCrae's NYOKA Maxwell by 1/10 of a second.
I was kind of nervous, but nerves always get the best of you. And I just talked to myself, I could do this. I just ran. That's all I could say. I just ran.
Shermar Paul from St. Paul once again captured the senior boys 200 meter title, winning in a time of 21.55 seconds. It's time to check in again with Michael Hanifi. He's at the senior girls high jump. Michael, there weren't a lot of competitors this year.
Yeah, Kimberly, you're right. There were only 6 competitors in the field, led by Emily Sprague of Canterbury, who posted a 1.55-meter jump at the East Conference meet. She's looking to repeat herself here today. Let's check in on how Emily and the other girls did. Breaking into the top 5 was Leila Hammond of Bell High School, who jumped for 1.35 meters. Fourth belonged to West Carleton's Farielle Latrousse, who jumped for 1.40 meters. Isabelle Burchhill of Lisgar finished third with her jump of 1.45 meters. Colonel Bai's Julia Saint-Armand was awarded second place for her jump of 1.45 meters. But it was Emily Sprague of Canterbury who jumped her way to the top of the podium with a best of 1.60 meters.
It went pretty good. I was hoping to jump 160. I got out at what would have been my personal best, so I think overall it went well.
In the senior boys category, Jonathan Lemieux of Crane Wilson finished 5th with a jump of 1.75 meters. Sebastien Louis of Pierre Savard also recorded a jump of 1.75 meters to finish 4th. Third went to Darius DeCouver of Sir Wilfrid, who jumped for 1.80 meters. Emmett Wallace of Ridgemont took second with his best jump of 1.80 meters. First place went to Hans LaFleur of Franco-Cité, who edged out the pack with an impressive 2-meter jump.
The biggest challenge I would say would be just adjustment to the wind. It is pretty windy today. That was a big one. But I had a lot of fun with all the competitors. They're always fun to compete with.
Louis Riel is set to make a strong showing at the senior boys 400 meter. They took 3 of the top 4 spots at the Eastern Conference, but we've got a few races before the senior boys. South Carleton's Lauren Gale absolutely destroyed the course in the midget girls 400 meter, finishing with the top time of any girl at any age level, 55.98 seconds.
It was good. There was a lot of wind on the far side, but that I guess helped for the backstretch because it pushed me more to finish, and it was good, yeah.
In the midget boys 400 meters, it was Emmanuel Joseph from Franco-Cité who took the top spot.
I just ran as fast as I can, try to pace myself, but I didn't see how far back the people were, so I don't know how I did compared to them.
Lisgar Collegiate's Julia Main took first place in the junior girls 400 meters with a time of 102.23.
It's good. I started out fast. Just a bit of wind along the backstretch. Then it's good. I was aiming for a PB, but it didn't happen.
Glebe's Ryan Salvino took his second individual gold, narrowly winning the junior boys 400 meters. Another double gold winner is Erin Stenman Fahy from Canterbury, as she easily won the senior girls 400 meters. St. Joe's Bertwin Ben Smith finished ahead of Pierre Savard's Sebastien Louis by 9/100ths of a second to win the senior boys 400 meters.
It was really hard because I'm usually a sprinter, so coming down the last stretch, I saw him close to me, so I used my sprinting tactics to go ahead of him. But the first 300 meters, it really got to me. It was really hard for me.
Back to the field for the javelin throw now. Isabelle LaRocque from De La Salle threw for an impressive 31.03 meters in the East Conference meets. She looks to be the one to beat here in the senior girls category. Katie Pittman of Hillcrest fired for 5th place with her throw of 25.97 meters. Coming in 4th was Lindsay McMillan of John McCrae with her best distance of 26.53 meters. Isabel Gemmel of Sacred Heart made the podium in 3rd with her throw of 28.01 meters. Tanya Coulter of Glebe had another impressive event, finishing 2nd with her throw of 28.13 meters. But it was this year's East Conference champion Isabelle LaRocque of De La Salle who took home top honors with her best of 33.72 meters.
It was good. It was pretty good, actually. I gotta say, I beat my personal record, so I was really happy about that.
Alec Verch of Longfield cracked the top 5 of the senior boys category with his best distance of 40.39 meters. 4th went to David Vial of St. Joseph, who threw for a strong 41.40 meters. Third was Hank Brandeis of Ashbury College with his best of 42.15 meters. Throwing for second was Mohamed Abdelal of Omar de Laurier with 43 meters. And soaring over the competition was Dylan Jesso of Crane Wilson, who finished first with his impressive 46.47 meter throw.
The event went all right, you know. I didn't throw up to a PB, but I threw a good toss, so I think it was a good week. I'm just looking forward to Brockville next week, and hopefully I can throw a bigger throw.
In the 1,500-meter races, it might be the junior girls who run the tightest race. Only 2 seconds separated the top 2 runners at the conference meet. But before we can see how the grade 10s do, let's see the grade 9s. Gleb's May Weston returned to the top of the podium as she won the midget girls 1,500-meter race. Jonathan Ryu from Louis Riel also added another gold medal as he took first place in the midget boys 1,500 meter. The junior girls 1,500 meter saw Gleb's Kaylee Shepard pocket another gold as she won by over 6 seconds.
I thought it went really well. Like, that's a good time for me. I pushed myself hard. It's really nice weather conditions. Like, it's hard to ask for much better conditions.
In the junior boys 1,500 meter, Michael Mather from Franco West dove across the finish line to narrowly beat Franco Cité's Riley McCann.
Well, the whole race, like with Riley, it's a great competitor. Just trying, the wind was also blowing pretty strong. Overall, great race though.
Claire Smith from Glebe defended her title in the senior girls 1,500 meters, holding off Nepean's Olivia Gaudette.
Yeah, it went pretty well. I was like a little tired going into it, so I kind of started hurting like right as I started, but I just tried to like push through.
In the senior boys 1,500 meters, it was Glebe's Alex Bernst who punched his ticket to a first place finish.
I didn't think it would come down to that last 4. Honestly, I thought it would be a bit of a kind of a 3-person, 4-person pack out at the front with a considerable lead, but everyone seemed pretty well spread out. I guess kind of the last 4, had some energy. I was trying to go with Owen. I thought he would come with me, but maybe he wanted to wait a little longer. But anyway, so I took it, I went with it, and I guess I won, I guess.
Perhaps the most difficult event of the day is the sprint hurdles. Combining high speeds with precision jumping is difficult at the best of times, but it can also be the most rewarding. Let's meet this year's winners. In the midget girls 80-meter hurdles, St. Paul's Quincy Paul jumped her way to victory with a time of 14.15 seconds.
This one I tried to PB, so I hit one of the hurdles, so I had to stutter a lot. But I feel like my heat was better than my final, but I still did good at this one.
CHRISTIE-GALLAWAY from St. Matthews blazed to the finish line in 11.48 seconds to win the junior girls 80-meter hurdles.
I was a little scared about the first hurdle because in the heats, like my first hurdle, I kind of like stutter stepped. But yeah, I felt good.
It was a photo finish in the senior girls 100-meter hurdles as Belle's LEAH Burchill won by 4/100ths of a second.
That was really, really good. Like, I just tried to get out really fast and I really wanted to hit a really good time. And so I dropped it by like a bit over a second from last week, so really happy with myself.
In the midget boys 100-meter hurdles, Hugh Graham from Ashbury edged out Colonel Bye's Kevin Musto.
Oh, well, I fell during East Conference. I rolled another hurdle, so I was really worried about falling again, so I'm just really happy that I actually didn't hit a hurdle today at all.
Alex Hughes from Lisgar took the junior boys sprint hurdles title, finishing with a sub-15 second time.
It went well. I got a PB. I fixed what I wanted to do. Not much more to say.
In the senior boys 110-meter hurdles, Osgood's Jeffrey Lawson crossed the line first in a time of 14.76 seconds.
It was pretty windy today. The hurdles come up a lot quicker that way, and you end up having to be a lot quicker with your technical aspects of the race. So the wind definitely threw a swing into the race.
Jumping back into the sand for the triple jump now, Evander Loney of Bell High School looks to be the favorite after posting a jump of 12.93 meters at the West Conference meet. The girls' side looks just as competitive. We check in on them first. Jumping for a 5th place finish was Vanessa Chartrand with Beatrice Delage with a best distance of 8.63 meters. Maggie Sullivan of John McCrae was 4th with her jump of 8.80 meters. Her teammate from John McCrae, Olivia Leon, jumped her way into 3rd with a best distance of 10.50 meters. The top 2 was close as Megan Miaro of Longfield took 2nd with her jump of 10.78 meters. First place went to Chloe Gravel of De La Salle with her decisive 10.81 meter jump.
The event went well. I thought I would do better, but I had the hurdles this morning, so my legs were a bit tired.
The top 5 in the senior boys category was very close as Nikhil Chandan of Marivel finished 5th with a jump of 12.14 meters. Xavier Magloire of Glebe's jump of 12.15 meters gave him just enough to take 4th place. Joël Desjardins of Omel de Laurier was just 1 centimeter better with his jump of 12.16 meters, good enough for 3rd place. Evander Loney of Bell High School took home 2nd with a jump of 12.65 meters. And St. Patrick's Abdul Abu Amra's jump of 12.82 meters was enough to propel him to the top of the podium.
It was fun, you know. I thought I was gonna come 2nd place because I checked the records, but I actually did my personal best, so came 1st.
Well, that's going to do it here for the field events. A lot of the athletes were talking about the wind playing a factor, but we saw some strong performances nonetheless. Now back to Kimberley, who's on the track for the marquee event, the 100-meter sprints. Now, Kimberley, looks like we should expect some stiff competition.
Well, Michael, during the conference meets, the 100 meters were all very close. Let's begin our coverage with the midget girls. Corrine Wilson's Michelle Ayot took the title as fastest midget girl, winning the 100 meters in a time of 12.72 seconds.
I think it went pretty well. My start was like a bit off. I got sure stuck, but I'm not sure what my time was. It seemed fast. I'm not sure though.
It couldn't get any closer in the midget boys 100 meters as Samuel Jeanette's Christopher Gesson won by only 1/100th of a second over Louis Riel's Japhet Davida.
It went perfectly. I didn't know I was going to win. He was first in the beginning, and then I catched up because he started slowing down. Yeah, so I'm really thankful. I'm really thankful.
In the junior girls 100 meters, Lycée Claudel's Elodie Drew took 1st place with a time of 12.66 seconds.
It was pretty good. I'm not sure I was completely ready for it, but I really was able to push the whole entire thing.
The junior boys 100-meter event was extremely competitive, but it was Lisgar Scott Din who captured the gold.
I think it went really well. I just kept on striding, kept moving my arms, kept the momentum, and that's all.
The senior girls 100-meter was also very tight, but South Carleton's Siobhan Roxburgh fought off the pressure from Glebe.
Well, I wanted to focus on my mental, so I just cooled down, focused, and then I just ran it as best as I could.
And in the senior boys 100-meter finale, Shamar Paul from St. Paul came through once again, breaking the 11-second barrier to claim gold.
It's kind of chilly like yesterday, you know. I had a little back problem coming into the meet from last week, so all I really want to do is qualify. I didn't really think of time that much. Office down the road, so that's all I'm thinking about really.
Well, that's it for the Track and Field Championships. I'd like to thank Michael Hanifi for joining us today and helping us out. I'm Kimberly Johnson, in for Mackenzie Gray. Thank you for joining us and have a great weekend.
This show brought to you by Coonstat Sports, with 3 convenient locations in the Ottawa area. Coonstat Sports, chain store prices, family store service.
This program is brought to you by the Ottawa Sun, where real fans turn for sports news.